All right, all right. I'm live now, so let me know once you join. All right, I see some. Gwen is joining. Just type in your name or where are you from. Type in the chat box so I can just make sure that you can hear me well and hear me as well. It's very important. So yeah, just let me know, and I'll be very happy to talk to you and to give you this incredible session. So, all right, we have Dennis. We have a lot of people right now. So awesome. All right, cool stuff. You should be able to see my face. I'm looking in different cameras because I'm checking now that the system is working. This is the very first time I'm doing a webinar on this platform. So very exciting. It's cool. I'm super happy that I can see that people can hear me well and see me as well. Yeah, just let me know. Just let me know if that's all working. All right, so good. All right, so we will start in a moment. We still have people joining, so we will be starting. All right. Cool stuff. So someone says, I see black shirt and white background. Good. that means you can see me, I think. All right. All right. Hi, Rob. Welcome. Terry from Toronto, Canada. Julie. Sounding good, looking good. All right. Awesome. All right. Yeah, as I said, I'm starting this IES office hours live, and this is the first time I do this webinar on this platform. Very exciting. So yeah. All right. So good stuff. All right. So yeah, sometimes, that there are a couple of things that I want to mention right now before we get started, really, is that you want to close everything. You want to close, Slack, you want to close Skype, you want to close everything that could distract you and consume the bandwidth, because this platform is a little bit different. So it will consume more bandwidth than usually. And I highly recommend you turn all of this out. So we can have a really good session, and you can learn things and so on and so forth. All right, so let me know in the chat box if you are ready to get started, and I will do my part, and I will fire up things here as well, so we can really get going. And all right. Yeah, the session is recorded. Also, remember that there are two sections where you can type in the questions, right? There is a chat box, but I suggest that you type in, as a question. There is another box where you select that it's a question. And in that moment, it will simply be more effective, because then later on in the session, I will go through those questions and I will be able to answer them, right? All right, so let's get it going. What I will do right now, I'm going to actually remove myself a little bit, and instead I'm going to share a screen with you, and then I will be back in the Q&A session if that's how it's going to be. All right, yeah, so session is recorded, just so you know, and recording will be sent out. Don't worry about that. It should be all good. So I'm turning myself off. I'm picking the screen. IES office hours live. Just please confirm in the chat box that you can see that. It's very important so I can see it. All right. So there is some lag time with the platform. So just want to make sure that, yeah, so most people can see it, which is great. So that means we are really ready to rock and roll. And to warm this up, what I will do right now, I'm going to start a poll, and I will display the results at the end of the webinar as well. So what I want you to do now is put a vote in. What's the size of your online business right now? And it's basically in the values, right? You see there is $10,000 per month, $5,000 to $9,999 per month, $2,500 to $5,000 per month, and so on and so forth. So whatever the size of your business is right now, just type that into the chat box. And this is going to give me a reference point about, what to teach you really, because there's a lot of stuff that I will go on top of my head because I know a lot, and I want to share as much as possible, and so, yeah, just type in whatever it is. Just let's count down to, 20 seconds. I will put the 20 seconds on my watch now, and, let's count down. You participate in this poll right now. It's important. You're here, you want to participate, definitely. So don't type that into the chat box. Just hit the poll, answer on the poll, so we can see what kind of, audience we have there. All right. So let me close the poll, and now you're going to see the results as well. I'm sure they are showing up for you now. So you can see what we have. We have most people on this call is not making any money at all. We have, 22% that are making below $1,000, which means that basically it can be, $1,000 or it can be $10, right? And then we have 5% that are making between $1,000 to $2,500, which is good, and 3%, $2,500 and $5,000. But none of the attendees right now is making between $5,000 or more, $5,000 to $10,000 or $10,000 or more per month. And this is something that I want to 100% change right now, So I want to make sure that, whatever happens after the training, you are able to actually implement and get results. So let's get it started. And the first thing, obviously, if you are for the first time with me on the webinar, I want to share a little bit who I am and why you should really listen to me. What's the point of listening to me? And why I have sort of the authority to speak to you and really to show you what I'm about to show you today. So I will share my journey, and you can really ask yourself, does this sound like my journey as well? And you can then participate in the chat box and really share that in the chat box as well. So I started online in December of 2008 with no prior knowledge on how to make money online at all. Like, I literally didn't have a clue how to make money, what's going to happen, and, absolutely zero knowledge whatsoever. So I was also broke. I didn't have any money. In fact, I was 7 figures in debts. I was in terrible situation where I had no hope for a better future whatsoever. And what happened is that in that time, my wife just had given birth to our first son. So my back was really against the wall. I didn't know anything about, online business. I had no option to do offline business. And I was in extreme debts from my previous entrepreneurial stuff. So it was really, really hard to do anything, right? And so I also couldn't write in English. I could speak a little bit, but I had zero writing skills. And that was really frustrating because I come from a post-Soviet Union country. I had, the market of my country was so small that I knew that I have to build a business in a bigger market, so English-speaking market, but I couldn't, write anything. And that's really frustrating if you are doing something online, right? You can't do anything without that. So it took me a while to master that. So I started with a training program called Side Build It, and I followed everything they say I should do to make money. So I bought this program, and I just started to follow it step by step, literally every single step, right? And so I worked on a single website for 14 months. I learned SEO, I learned content marketing, I learned Google AdWords, I learned AdSense, I learned affiliate marketing, CPN, selling on Amazon. Basically, if you can imagine something online, some money-making method, I have probably tested out. Can you relate to this? Have you tried any of these methods yourself? Just to make sure that sound is going through and you actually see my screen, I just want to check this out. I will pause for a moment so I can see some answers coming in. Let me know in the chat box if that's the case. All right, so yeah, good. All right, cool. I'm very happy that all is working, which is good. Yeah, so I'm happy also to share my website. You know, this was my website. I'm looking in the time machine here. So my website was, you know, started in February of 2009, as you can see. It was a brand new website, just 2 pages, you know, nothing more. A month later, I already had 3 pages because, as I said, you know, I didn't know anything about online marketing. I didn't know anything about writing in English or anything like that. So I really had to go through the pain that a lot of people in different ways needs to go through in order to build something. And I was really persistent. As you can see, 1 year later, February 13, 2010, here is the screenshot from the time machine, and you can see that I have hundreds and hundreds of pages of content on that website. But guess what was the result? Can you tell me what was the result of all that effort? Can you guess? Let me leave this for a second. Yeah, my result was absolutely zero, nothing, right? I made no money whatsoever, absolutely $0. Absolutely nothing, right? And since then, obviously, I have built a 7-figure per year business online, and I have sold over 45,000 copies of my product. I've established a software development and coaching company, DashNex, with over 20 full-time team members. I'm the creator of Instant Ecom Store platform that we are going to talk about today. And I have personally helped hundreds of online marketers to go from 0 to over 5 figures per month, you know, starting from nothing. So this is the reason why you should listen to me, because I have gone through the pain. I know what it is and how hard it is to build a business online. I know that. I have tried everything, and it was a painful process that sometimes it's really hard, even when I think about it, how hard it was, right? So the real question here is why I built IES platform and why you should care about this, why you should be super passionate about IES, and why this should be your focus point from today onwards, right? And I know that, you know, I posted this session on Facebook and everywhere, and there are people that are not part of the Instant Ecom Store family, and they just check out stuff and so on and so forth, but that's fine. And that's why this session is all about, because I will teach you a lot of things that you will not find anywhere else, right? So here are a couple of key business success principles, and they literally separate those who succeed from those who fail. And these business principles and my process, how I discovered them, is the reason why I built Instant Ecom Store platform, and is the reason why it's so effective, as I will show you today, right? So the key business principle number 1 is that there is a correlation between how much money you make right now and how many buy now buttons online you have. And I really want you to remember this, how important it is. This is super, super important principle, because if you don't have any buy now button online, and you try to make money online, there's no way you can actually make it happen. There is literally no way to make it happen, right? So this is the number 1 principle. So the principle is that you need to have as many buy now buttons online as you can, obviously with strategy behind it. There's no point just to throw out hundreds of products with buy now buttons. That's not what I mean by this principle. I mean really strategic buy now buttons where people can go and buy from you and give you money for something, right? That's the principle number 1. Principle number 2 is money is being made when you sell something and when someone buys that something, right? Everything else is just commentary, right? Everything else is just commentary. And this is so, so crucial. As you saw in my story, right? I was focusing on everything else but the most important thing, which is selling and making money. You know, I wasn't focusing on things that really matter, on things that can make a change, can put something in your wallet, in your PayPal account, in your bank account. And, you know, it's so crucial. I can't tell you how important it is. And the thing is that you should focus 90% of your time or more on selling and getting customers and driving traffic to the offer page, and really focused about that instead of configuration, setups, or things like that, right? And the final third principle, and this is actually a quote that I see recently by a billionaire, Mark Cuban, and I love this so much, and this so much relates to what IES stands about, is that don't worry about what's next before you achieve what's first. Listen, technology, right, is always changing. Everything is always changing. Today, everything is so dynamic that something that works today might change tomorrow. And, you know, you will need to adapt to that. And if you start to listen some of the things that, you know, world's top entrepreneurs are saying, you can understand that the change is going to become more rapid than ever before. So worrying about things that will probably happen or might happen is a literally waste of time. And in the IES context, how this works is that a lot of people, when they join IES, they come to me or send me email to support or private email, and they say, yeah, but how I'm going to fulfill those orders if I'm going to get 50 orders per day, right? And then my first question that I ask those people is, how many orders you have right now? And most of them answered, no, I don't have any orders. So if you don't have any orders right now, why you should worry about what's going to happen after 50 orders? Because after 50 orders, that's the problem that you are going to solve when that will happen. Or a lot of people are coming to me and saying, I want to put, you know, categories or something like that on the store. And that's fine. As I said, technology will always change. But what's not changing is what you do today to achieve results, which is making money, getting, you know, paid, and getting results with your store or whatever you are doing. So these are three key principles that always will separate those who succeed from those who fail. And I know that I can, you know, separate the crowd pretty quickly. Either you are going to love me or hate me. There will be no middle ground, because I'm very consistent in the terms of applying these principles and following these principles, right? And that's why I built IES, so you can do the same. IES is built on those three business principles, so you can focus on things that makes you money, period. No configurations, no setups, no other stuff. Nothing that doesn't make you money right now is in the IES today. Does this make sense? Do you understand these principles? I just want to make sure that you can hear me well still and see what I'm talking about. For me, you know, as a creator of Instant Ecom Store, these principles are everything. I will fight every single day for the action taker, for someone who's following these principles to make money. I will do whatever I can to help them to achieve that. But I'm not going to help someone who's just messing around with configurations and setups and who's trying to be perfect. You know, that's not going to happen. You will never achieve results, you know, period. You can only achieve results if you are really consistent, right? Very consistent. All right. Herbert is saying loud and clear. Good. During today's webinar, here's what you are going to find out. You're going to see my Discover It, Build It, Sell It framework. So how to start selling in minutes and get first results within hours. And this is, again, ties back to the principles, you know, to avoid everything that takes time but doesn't contribute to making money and focusing on things that makes money. And I will show you how to do it. I will show you 7 stores you should build to make 6 figures recurring every single year. I don't care if you are making $0 today or you are making $5,000 per month today. It doesn't really matter. Applying these 7 stores, building these 7 stores within next 12 months can set you up for 6 figures recurring every year on autopilot, every single year. And I have a ton of proof for that. I will show you this. Also, I'm going to give exclusive webinar only bonus for 10 action takers. That's going to be at the end of the call. And then we will have a Q&A session. I will go through the questions and I'm going to answer every single question that comes in at a time when we will get there, right? But make sure you participate. Make sure you type something in the chat box time to time so I can really see that you are participating and you can still hear me well, right? So now what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to, all right, I'm going to, yep, all is set, all is good. We are cool to go. All right, so what do we do now? We are going directly to the Discover It, Build It, Sell It framework. This is going to be setting you on fire. I can guarantee you this, all right? This is going to set you up on fire. So let's now look at this. And I like to build these notes because that helps everyone to learn and understand it. So the first part we are going to talk about is Discover It. And a lot of people I saw in the survey during the registration process, a lot of people are talking about winning product formula, how to find the winning product, give me the product that's selling, and things like that. And let me know in the chat box if this is something you care about as well. So how to find this winning product, how to really, you know, get the result. So just type in the chat box, right? So here's a couple of things. Here's a couple of things that happens. And let me check actually if the screen is working fine. Yeah, screen is perfect. So good. All right. So why people fail with product selection? Let's talk about this, right? A lot of people are trying something to do, but something doesn't work, you know, and boom, you know, they don't get results. So the reason why people fail, and I will highlight the first one, is that you want to do something different. So you ignore the most important rule, which is don't pick a product that nobody is selling, right? There's a lot of people that think, wow, I found a product. This is really unique. This is incredible. Or you saw somewhere someone, you know, talking about some niche or something like that without showing you anything. And you just jump into it and wow, there are products that are really cool and nobody's selling, you know, boom, boom, boom. And you pick that product. But there is a reason why nobody's selling that product or why that product is not good enough for selling, right? There is a reason. So you pick the product immediately, you set yourself for failure if you do that, right? If you pick the product that's different, that's not the one, you basically fail immediately. You can stop doing the next steps, right? The other huge mistake, right? The other huge mistake is you simply try to copy others. And this is what a lot of people are saying to me. They say, you know, give me the winning product. What's the winning product? Show me the product. Just give me the product and I'm immediately going to make money. That's not going to happen, right? Because I picked the product for one reason or another. I had this, what I call a discovery process, which I'm going to show you right now. I go through that discovery process and then I come to conclusion, boom, this is the product that I can sell, right? Simply copy and pasting, that's never going to work. You will rarely, sometimes you might get lucky, but luck is really not a strategy. It's more like a circumstance. And I wouldn't rely on circumstance if I would be you, right? So when you are just starting out, the most important rule that you must follow is this: product must be a proven seller, period. You need to validate, you need to find out who is selling it, how it's selling. You know, you have to go through what I call a discovery process, right? discovery process. So how do you really find products? Is only through discovery process. That process is not rocket science. It's like when you go to the grocery store and you pick one item versus the other one. It's the same thing. There is a reason why you pick that one and not the other one. There is a reason behind this. And the same is when you build a business, because that's what you are doing here. So discovery process is very simple. Most people, and this is what I want to share. Most people are impatient. They just try to rush with a decision, or they just try to copy someone else. They do not take the time to really absorb and learn more about what's happening with the product or niche, what others are doing, how they are advertising, right? What kind of action steps they are taking. They never take time to go through that, right? They just want to find a product right now, today, immediately in 1 second, and boom. And they expect that that product is going to make a ton of money. Rarely that happens. So how do you get the result? How do you find the products? You can follow the product discovery steps that I'm going to share you right now. So first, you find the seed idea of a product, and you have a ton of resources for that available. First, right? Use Swipe Empire Facebook Edition, and you have access to this via your DashNex Connect account. When you join Instant Ecom Store, one way or another, you got this as an option, and you have this, right? So use that as a seed idea. Don't copy these exact products, right? Use them as an idea, right? As something that you can use for the discovery process. Use AliExpress collections and flash deals. And that's what I'm going to show you now. So if you go to flashdeals.aliexpress.com, you can see all kinds of different products that are, selling off with the big discounts, right? And they are just loading and loading and loading. So these are products that you can start to, you can start with this right now, Next, you can go to AliExpress collections. Another one, there's literally even already themed stores here, where you can look, for example, let's look at this one, right? So we load this one and we look, wow, what we have here. We have this product, that product, and we can start to do the discovery process, right? This is so crucial to do that. It's so crucial. Go to Amazon, eBay, Pinterest, Etsy, as many tools as you can find. Do a Google search for myshopify.com. Here is an example. Let's say survival, right? I just typed it in. Look at this. You can see stores one after another. And there's just never ending pages of those stores, right? You can just go through this and see them one by one, right? But this is the process that you actually have to go through in order to really find something useful, in order to discover something, right? So as you can see, when you type this in, site myshopify.com, there is even top 10 niches available, something that everyone is searching for. So you can do this as well, but don't get excited immediately about those things. Don't go to the myshopify.com jewelry, pick the first one that comes up and think, wow, this is super. I'm going to put this up and it's going to make me a lot of money immediately. That's not really a good idea. The good idea is continue discovery process. So here is the second step. Visit at least 5 to 10 stores related to your seed idea. So if your seed idea is jewelry and let's say bracelets, go to 5, 10, or 20 or 30 stores. See them, check them out. Most of them are using Facebook remarketing pixel. So your visit will be tracked and they will most likely run a remarketing campaign to you, right? When they run a remarketing campaigns, they take screenshots of those ads, look for engagement, read comments, check the short links. And here I'm going to show you the YouTube video right now, actually. I'm going to load the video right now. So let me play the video. I'm going to pause talking right now and I'm going to play the video. Cool? Let me know in the chat box if it's cool. I'm going to play the video that's going to show you exactly what's here in this slide. All right? It's very short video, 5 minutes, really powerful stuff. All right, cool. Let's just load the video. Hi, this is Peter Gertie, and I just want to record a quick video to help you to find additional hot selling products that you can test on your store. And who knows, maybe that's the product that is going to take off and you are going to start to make serious money with your store. And as you know, when you find one product that is selling really well, it's really easy to find additional products that you can put on the related product sections or bundle them together and start to sell them as bundles, or use your email list and sell them via email. So essentially one product, usually when you find a one winning product, it leads to a bunch of other products that you can immediately put on the store and start to sell them really well. Now I'm going to record everything here on my screen so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm putting on the recording, and you can see right now that I have this screenshot from the Facebook ad that I found in my newsfeed, right? And basically it shows me all the data, and if I just make it smaller here, right? It will also show here on the screen. Let me just do this real quick. You can see that there is a lot of interaction happening, you know, 33,000 likes, 16,000 comments, 11,000 shares. So obviously they do something right? They do something right because the engagement is really high. And also I wouldn't be seeing this ad today if it wouldn't be selling, you know, with that kind of interaction. Obviously there is some longevity to that product, so it's performing well over time. And what you can do, usually on these, you know, on these ads, you can find links from Bitly or from Google Shortener, right? And what this gives you, it gives you an opportunity to spy on them and really see where the traffic is coming from and how many clicks they actually get on the ad. And that gives you the full picture, right? Because usually when you look at the ad, it doesn't give you the full picture. Sometimes, you know, people buy cheap, you know, engagement from other countries, but there is no buyer's intent. However, when you look at the link itself, then you can see exactly whether they are getting traffic or not. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to type in now this link. So let me move this out of the screen, and I'm going to type in this Google Shortener, and then I'm going to type in, this is GT, and I have already done it. So essentially what you need to do at the end of that Google Shortener URL, right, on the short URL, you need to put the plus sign. And when you click enter, you will see the full picture. And as you can see right now on the screen, this is a really solidly performing, ad, because there's 405,463 clicks. And this is for a very long time. If you can see, it was created on May 2016. So it's really long time. And also, you can instantly see what is the majority of countries, right? So 21,000 clicks comes from United States. 21,707 clicks comes from Canada. Then there is, 117,547 from United States. Then there is 18,392 from Australia, and so on and so forth. And you can see that it comes from mobile. 88.5% of traffic comes from mobile device. Right? And then you can see, the browser is Chrome, which obviously means that they are using Android devices, and Safari is really not that big. And platforms, indeed, here's actually the platforms, right? So Android and iPhone. So start to play with this. I mean, you can use this intelligence to grow through, hundreds of different ads where people are, promoting something, and you can use different variables to search on Facebook as well for images, like for example, images with special offer, or as you can see, for example, here is now 75% off. So you can search for, ads like that, and quickly see the data, and then can base your judgment on the data, right? If you see that something is performing really well and they are still running the ads, it probably means that this is a good product, and you can start to try that niche out and start to target them as well. So I hope this is helpful. All right, so I'm back now. All right, so just let me know. And then we will go forward with the next part, which is with the next step, which is identify at least 3 to 5 closely related products. So one thing that you will notice when you visit those stores is that they all have related products, and ton of them, right? So you need to identify 3 to 5 of those so you can build a product page with multiple products. So here's the thing. One of my students, Julie, she discovered that the winning product is not the one she selected as a main product initially, but one of the related products. And result was literally 5 figures in sales for her at the time from that product. And then finally, you need to make a decision. So after going all this discovery process, your intuition will tell you which product from all of the products that you have seen and learned about seems to be the winner or seems to be the one you need to start with. And every single business online, every single, successful business online is doing the discovery process. Without the discovery process, nothing happens. If you will rush this, this is the most important decision. Imagine this. Compare this with buying a land for your house. Let's say you are preparing to buy a piece of land so you can build a house. Are you going to rush with that decision, or are you going to really look at this? Because decision about the product, decision about the product is really a fundamental step in order to be successful. It's a fundamental step. All right. So let me know in the chat box if all is going well, and we will continue with the next step. This is pretty much for the first part, which is discover it. So now we have done this, we have done the process, we have discovered the product. So we are ready to move to the next step, which is build it. So now we are in the build it step, right? And I will highlight this so you know where we are. So we are in the build it step. So now it's time to really, get your hands dirty and really go and set up your store. So here's what I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you a store that everyone should build, and there is zero risk if you are building it. And I know some people have limited licenses to IES, so they are worried about, okay, I'm going to use the license, how I'm going to basically, whether it's going to be the right store or not. That's the first thing. And the second thing is step-by-step process. That's what I'm going to give you. So the first store that you should build, and you can see this right now, the question that a lot of people are asking is this: should I build a niche store or general store? What kind of store should I build? And, unless you have an established business and brand already, unless you know exactly what needs to be done. So for example, you have a local business and you are bringing that local business online. Unless that's you should always start with personal store, period. Always start with the personal store. Because guess what? That personal store will never, ever expire, ever, right? Peter's Collections, John's Gear, Martin Select, or first name, last name store, right? Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. You can build that store immediately, starting today, and it will never, ever expire. Why? Because you can use it for product testing in almost any niche. Right? You can change it so quickly. You can say, all right, I'm a fan about the fishing or something, right? So Now it's about fishing stuff, right? And you can hide the products from other niches, and basically IES gives you that option to make products private with just one click. So you can now switch those products off and put the new products on. And now your store can be about fishing, right? The next day it can be about jewelry. So whatever it is, you can, you can literally test unlimited products this way without any risk whatsoever. And what not to do, and this is the biggest mistake, and we saw this today with one of our IES builders. So someone who recently joined IES, and what they basically did, they fired up the Estimator and they loaded a store with hundreds of products from AliExpress. And that's such a stupid thing. I mean, there is no value whatsoever in that. And if you you never need to think about other people that they are stupid or something, because nobody will just go and buy random products out of the blue. It's not going to happen, right? You will need to sell those products, and we will talk about that later. So don't build a store with tens of products or hundreds of products on it without the proof that the niche product is a winner. So don't waste time on that until you have the winner, right? And the way how I build IES is with the idea that eventually every single product on your store becomes a winner, right? You list initially maybe 3 or 6 products, and then from those products, you get them working, you change them, you test them, you get them working. And once they are working, boom, right? You can scale it up. Once those products are selling, you can scale them up. That's how you need to do it, right? Now, when it comes to building the store, and this is where we are going to get the hands dirty, and I'm going to go inside in the platform and show how simple it is. So regardless whether you joined today, yesterday, or 1 year ago, I will show you the things that you should do every single time when you launch a store, when you build a new campaign. So you don't need to, go through all the complicated setup and custom domains and all the things that you think you should do, because those are the things you should do on WooCommerce or on Shopify, because those platforms, the framework of those platforms is pretty empty. You can't sell anything. That's not the thing on IES, because IES is ready just after these few steps. So what we are going to do, we are going to do all these 8 steps, and I'll show you how simple it is, literally how you can do it in seconds and minutes and have the store ready with nothing, really extra that you need at this moment in time. Yes, later on you can tweak it, you can make it better, whatever it is. But when you start out and before you have those 50 orders per day, nothing else you need to do, 0 work, right? So let's just go inside of the platform, right? So I'm going to stores, and first let me check if the screen switched okay. It looks like it switched okay. So the way how you build your store is very simple. You first go to integrations, and you actually don't need to do even this anymore, and I will show you that in a moment. And you basically integrate merchant account. And in this case, you want to integrate PayPal Express. It's the preferable to start with. And then later on, you can integrate either Braintree or you can integrate Stripe. And we have the documentation about that available. It's very simple, straightforward process. With PayPal Express, it's a one-click. You just need to click, and that's integrated. You don't even need to copy and paste any API keys or anything like that. That's the step number 1. Remember, I showed you here before, step number 1, integrate payment processors. Step number 2, set up a basic shipping zones. And again, that takes seconds to do. You go here, set up a shipping zone, right? I have now them set up, so I'm not going to go through that process, but it's really, really simple. It's just a wizard here. You click, you provide name, you go forward and set it up. It takes seconds to set it up. Again, we have awesome tutorials about it, right? That's it. That's all you have to really do. And now you click launch a store. And today we actually did a release, and I just didn't have time to announce the release, but we actually did a release today. This is the second release this week with yet another incredible features. So one of them is this new store wizard, which is less steps and much, much more effective. So let's just call this store, for example, Peers Collections, right? Or I'm going to call it Peers Select. And I'm going to type in Peers Select as a URL. I'm going to type in Los Angeles as a time zone. That's it on this step, right? So this is something you won't be able to change. This is locked in. So whatever the subdomain is, it's locked in. Store name, you can change anytime. Click next. Physical address, provide simply your address. In my case, this is the business address I'm using. This, I have the email. You will see your email displayed here. In this case, it's mine, Pierre from Select. Phone number, it's actually optional and you can provide it later. I'm going to provide it now, something like this. This is not my real phone number, so don't try to call it now. And then the final step, and you will see this only if you have the integrations already. If you don't see them, they will provide you automatically options here. But you can select the autoresponder, whichever you have. For example, I would just randomly select this one, and I will select the merchant account, the primary merchant account, right? I will click launch a store, and that's it. My store is ready, right? That's it. If I go to Peter Select now, my store is absolutely ready. I have all the tools, everything configured, and I can go now to the next step. This is how it looks like when you launch it. Yes, it's empty. Yes, there is no colors different, but guess what? Most of our students start this way, and most who are getting results don't do anything in the beginning. And that's what you should do. Not touch anything here. Even logo is a waste of time. If you don't have a logo, don't worry about it. We actually launched a design service inside there, but you don't need to worry about it right now. The only thing I would suggest is to launch a mobile store, which takes one click again. So you take one click, integrations, they are already set up here. Boom, it's done. You have the mobile store launched as well. So now not only you have a desktop store, you also have a mobile store. All is done, right? The rest of the stuff here is not something you need to do right now. It's not something you need to even worry about at this moment in time. So let me know in the chat box, was this fast? Launching a store, was this really in seconds? I actually launched 2 stores. I actually launched the mobile store as well. I can't show it right now here because if you would go this from the mobile device, you would see a mobile store immediately, right? So right now, if we go back to our notes, so we have the 3 steps already done, right? So they are done. So we can now add the product, right? We can now add the product. So the way how you add the product, and it depends on the product source. And again, it doesn't matter if your product source is not AliExpress, but if your product source is something else, then all you will need to do is manually add the product. But that, guess what? It's not going to take you a lot of time either, because all the setups here is already done. As you see right now, I have absolutely 0 products. I have no products whatsoever. But even if you are choosing products from other dropshippers than AliExpress, you can just add them. And the reason why I don't have import, which someone is asking about importing CSV, the reason why I don't have it right now is because I don't want someone to import 1,000 products immediately. There is no point of doing that, right? There is no point of doing that. You will still need to manually optimize every single page so that it sells and gets you results, so that you can make money. Because remember, the purpose of why you are adding products on the store is not to have products on the store. No. What's the purpose? The purpose is to make money with every single product that you have on the store. But we do have integration with AliExpress, right? We do have integration on AliExpress. You know, let's just search for some product, right? Let's just search for flashlight, which you basically saw in the video. Now, someone's saying we sell on different platforms. We have around 200 products, and it would be very helpful to add them. Absolutely, but do you sell all 200 of those products equally successful? Does each of your 200 products makes you at least $1,000 per month? Pick top 12 products that is making at least, each of them is making at least $500, and list those products on IES. And IES will perform better than any other platform on the selling part. And you might actually make more money than on the other platform just by putting those most successful products on IES. Now, here, as you can see, the Xamator, which you all have access to, and let me just fire it up. Here's the Xamator. So as you can see, it immediately, you know, you can see that it immediately displays here different information. You see the ePacket available, and ePacket, as you know, you want to use ePacket because it's faster shipping from China. That's as simple as that. And you can see already how fast. For example, as you can see, this vendor is going to ship out within 2 days after you will place the order. This one is within 5 days. So when you have two equal products, you can obviously pick the one which is shipping faster. And as you can see, for example, this one is charging less money, but this one is shipping faster. So you would pick this product, right? So let's just sort products. I just want to find a product that's very simple right now for the purpose of this demonstration. So we are basically, we can get faster. So you can sort by order volume, and you can see products by order volume here. So let's just go through this process real quick. Let's just search for something. All right, so let me pick this product, right? I will pick this product. And as you can see, we have basically with two options. And I think this product actually has with one option. Let me just check quickly. Let me check all the possibilities here. Just real quick, I can browse through it. Let me load the second page just so I can see. All right, let me check this one. All right, so this one, let's see the product options. All right, so product options is pretty good. So now what I'm going to do for this sake of this demonstration, I'm going to click this button right here on the top, and I will click import. And now Xamator is going to import it. Now what we want to do, we want to remove unnecessary stuff from here. Let's just make it simple. For example, like this, flashlight, material. We can obviously customize all of this later as well on the store, and that's what you want to do. For example, color, you want to do that on the store, and you want to remove everything else that's not really required, right? The next one, you put standard here, apply the standard, and actually it's a color. So let's just add options color, and let's just re-import this again. Because as you can see, AliExpress, they do the wrong stuff. This is a color, but, you know, okay, screen is not showing. Why screen is not showing? All right, screen is showing something. All right, so you can't see how I'm doing the import. I get it. Let me check. Let me check real quick. Yeah, you can't see, you know, because it's showing the screen differently. You can't see how I'm doing the Xamator import. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to push this product to the store right now. So you can see that on the store, right? But basically, I'm using Xamator to push this product to the store. And I'm selecting and I'm pushing the product to the store, right? And now we are going to go back to the store, and that's what you see. And now we are going to refresh, and you can see that in drafts, we have the product, right? Let me know in chat box if you see that. All right. Is it good? Let me know. All right. All is good now. Good. So we have the product here, and we can quickly go and edit the product. So what I want to do, I want to basically remove everything, everything unnecessary here. Just reduce the title, and I'm not going to make it perfect right now. That's not the point, right? I'm just going to make it quick so I can show you this, right? So we want to sell it for, let's say, $19.95. And the regular current, no, we want to sell it for, we want to list it as $19.95, and we want to sell it for $9.95. Right? We want to select the shipping class, flat rate shipping. US is going to be $4.95, and we want to select worldwide $5.95. Right? We want to also add extra items. Let me know if you can see that. You can see that. So we want to add, for example, range. If people buy from 3 to 7, we want to reduce the cost to $2 per item. Right? That's the shipping costs. Here, the same, we put the range if 2 to, let's say, 7, or it can be more, right? It can be more than that. We want to put $4. Category, right now it's not working, meaning survival. Did I do it correctly? I will do flashlight. The categories, just right now, it's not basically active, but soon it will be active as well. Then we scroll down, we link this product with not this one, but this image. We make that, and we also want to make this one primary, and we want to actually delete this one. So let's do that. So here we want to refresh the pricing so we can see that. We can add customers to, you know, to our whatever, you know, whatever the customer list, and that's a prospect list. We want to set up personalized timer, let's say 7 hours, 10 minutes, repeat. We want to enable progress bar. We want to say 17 items, changing every minute, or 0 minutes, changing every, let's say, 45 seconds, right? We want to select buy now button. And that's pretty much it. We frame, we select this frame. And if we scroll back up, we have the source, we have everything. We can save it. And we can now preview this. Let's see how it looks like on the page. All right, so this is how it looks like. Now, I would obviously customize this part a little bit more, but other than that, all the timers, everything is here. So people can start to go and buy. We select this product public. We click save, right? And if we go now, this is the actual URL of the product. So was this quick? Let me know in the chat box right now. Was this quick? For some reason, this product, oh, I made it private. Sorry, I need to make it public. Save public. Right? And now we refresh it. And boom, we have the product on the page. So now you can grab this URL and go start selling. Right? That's what you should do. You know, that's how you should do it. That's it. No complicated setup. Just follow the steps that I'm giving you. And now let's just do some extra steps so we make more money from every single, you know, first ever customer that comes in. So first, let's go to activate Abandonment Lab campaign. So let's go inside. Let's go here, right? And again, it's designed so simple. We click on Marketing Hub. We click on this one. It's going to ask us to activate the Marketing Hub. So now we activated this. And guess how much you need to do here? That's it. Done. Right? That's it. And the default campaign is going to go out automatically. Right? The default campaign is going to go out automatically. Right? You don't need to do absolutely anything. That's the minimum. Later on, you can use the fancy campaign builder, right? We have the incredible campaign builder here inside with all the, all the templates and all the other stuff, like timers. For example, you can choose a dynamic timer here. For example, you can drag and drop it somewhere. Here's the timer. You can select that, let's say classic, you can apply it. And now it's going to be showing like this, and you can move it on the top and all kinds of different things you can do, but that's not something you need to do right away, right? Just enable this and that's it. Next, I want to make more money. So I'm going to enable upsell, right? I will click on double it, right? I will click add the upsell. I will give it a name, first upsell, right? Just a simple, I will add a rule, single value condition. If order is above, $10, apply discount 25%. If order is above, this is not correct. If order is below $10, if order is above $11, apply discount 30%. That's it. Now, I'm not going to do anything here. I'm going to just select, yes, double my order. I will leave it as it is. And I will just click save, right? And it's going to automatically generate, this is a preview, but it's going to offer people automatically to double the order with the discount. That's it, right? So I'm going to go back, and I'm going quickly because the time is flying and I have done so much already, right? And obviously later, there is incredible amount of other features that you can use. Now, Conversion Lab, I'm not going to touch it right now. Although what I can do, I can go here and I can create a quick promo code and say, all right, I want $5 off, exact amount, $5, orders over $10, unlimited usage here, once per user, never expires. Promo code is done. So now we go back to the Marketing Hub and let's just enable the final part, which is Signify. Let's just add Signify. $5 off Signify. Right? And right now we have the single element for the Signify, but later on we will have more. Get instant $5 discount for orders above $10 with this coupon code, promo code, right? And we want to copy this little thing here. We want to copy that here. We want to select $5 off. We want to actually pick the product. We have only one product right now. Click here to claim it now. Just click the link, claim your discount, right? That's it. Display, 2 seconds after they land on the page. Click save, go to Signify dashboard, enable it. And now let's just refresh the store. And the Signify message is the 0 on the top. Once they mouse over it, they will see this. And if they click here to claim it now, if they click on this, let's just check. Select this, click buy now. And boom, we can now add the order 5 off, and it's actually going to be automatically applied. I have only had my cookies were saved, and actually, oh right, we had to have order above $10. That was the rule. So now we apply the coupon and we can start the checkout. That's it, right? Absolutely. This is not a pop-up. This is not a pop-up, Scott, in the Facebook advertising guidelines. Again, this is something you don't need to worry about immediately. That's it. That's all you do. You have built the store. You have the product. You are now ready to advertise. Yes, you need to polish the product page, but that's what you need to do, right? That's what you need to do. You need to optimize this page. You need to make sure that the offer is good and people are buying it. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to focus on. But what I shared with you right now is simplicity, because this is what you need to do. You need to grab this URL and you need to send as many people, to the store as possible. And yes, Tim, all the features that I'm showing you right now is live. I'm showing this on the live inside of the application right now, right? So absolutely everything is live. And there are a bunch of other features, like for example, cart intelligence is incredible. It gives you, see, it shows right now that there is someone trying to check out for this, and you can actually export this, right? You can just, you can export this, and it's going to basically give you an intelligence about the cart as well, right? Simple as that. So all of this, look, I'm talking now for 20 minutes or something. If I wouldn't be talking, I would have done this in 5, maybe 10 minutes, and I would have a perfectly optimized page ready to send traffic. I could copy and paste this in Facebook ads and start to drive traffic to my store immediately. And that's what you should do. That's how you make money, right? All right, so now we are done with the build it part. That's very simple, right? And fulfillment, yes, thank you, Tim, for the question. Fulfillment goes through Xamator. So once the order is going to come in, you will be able to fulfill it semi-automatically. You will need to click a button, but it's going to fulfill it after that semi-automatically. It works every single time, no problem at all. As far as I know, right? We don't have any problems with that. All the videos you will find in the documentation portal, Fred. And let's talk about the final part. So now we are in the sell it part. And this is the part where you should spend 90% of your time. This is what's going to make you money. So the discovery process is the first step that takes a little bit of time. Building doesn't take time at all. And sell it, that's where you should be spending time, right? So testing, scale or kill, repeat the process, don't fall in love. That's the subject of this, right? Selling is about sending traffic to your product page and converting the traffic to money in your PayPal or Stripe account. This is the step where you should invest 90% of your time, and most people don't do it. Most people spend most of the time in configurations, in setups, in figuring out how fulfillments work, in all that part, right? And that's wrong. That's how you set yourself up for failure. As I shared with you previously in the beginning of the webinar, I shared these principles that you should be following. This is something that you can do now because of the simplicity and speed of the Instant E-com Store platform. So now you have this opportunity to focus on selling, focus on making money, right? Instead of, configuration, setups, this application, this plugin, this theme, this, that, this. That's a waste of time. That's a waste of time. You're not going to make money that way. Trust me, I have tried. I tried for 14 months when I started out, and I didn't make a dime because I was so obsessed with my website, right? Website should take 5-10 minutes and everything else is selling. You can use traffic from Facebook pages, Facebook ads, and we are actually giving you a Lycometer Chrome extension that helps you to build more likes for your Facebook page, and it works brilliantly. I have been using this for the last few weeks, every single day, multiple times, and it's just unbelievably awesome, right? Unbelievably awesome. Instagram, Pinterest, Google, and YouTube, right? Traffic can come from anywhere. And the key here is to set up conversion tracking system to make sure you understand whether the offer makes you money or not. That's what you need to learn extensively, and that's what you need to understand extensively, right? And here's the setup. You basically need to integrate Facebook Pixel in the platform, and we have incredible tutorial on the documentation portal, which is where everything is available. We have also integration with Google Analytics, and you can set up Google Goals as well, so you can really, do basically all the tracking is in place, right? And then here's what I do to test the product and test the audience, right? This is what I do. I create 2 different ad images, and here's the guide for the ads. You can use this one. You can just see, you can just Google this, and you will find the link which shows you all the placements. It shows you, conversion ad. It immediately shows you what kind of images and things like that. So it's really, really awesome, right? It's really, really good. Then launch a website conversion campaign or page post campaign for the sake of simplicity. This is how you start out. Create at least 2-3 different ad sets, segment the same audience by gender, age, find multiple audience variations. Always narrow down your audience to find out the winners. And here's the example of one of my campaigns, how I'm basically, you see, woman 24-35, all devices, fast, furious, Apple phones, right? Woman 18-34, iOS users, UCAM 610. And so on and so forth. So I build multiple audiences, each set up on $5 and test them out, right? And you monitor conversions. That's the key thing, right? That's what you want to do. You want to monitor conversions. You want to understand conversions. That's the key. And start to judge your campaign based on the click-through rate. That's the first point, right? There's nothing with the product or nothing with the store if the click-through rate is not good, right? If the click-through rate is not good, then, then nothing works. And guess what? You have access to the Swipe Empire Masterclass. Start with that. Use that. It's extensive training on how to build the first campaign, how to set it up, everything step by step, right? But this is the part where you have to focus the most. Don't fall in love with the product or campaign that you built or the store that you just created. Don't fall in love with that. It's just one product from millions of others you can sell, test, and figure out. And once you will find a winner, orders will come in on a fly, right? Once you will find a winner, you will just be able to see how it scales and how it makes you money so crazy fast, right? If the product doesn't provide an outcome, find out what was the mistake, right? Make sure you find that out, and where you think you have issues, why it's not performing, and simply kill that, right? And start a new campaign product. That's as simple as that. All right. And we have training. We have extensive training about that. And that's how you do these 3 things: discover, build it, sell it. Those are the 3 steps. This is the entire framework. And the most time you have to spend in this sell it part, this is where the money is. I saw immediately after I started to talk about store, I saw immediately someone was asking, where's the theme? Do you have some other themes for the store? Why you need that? You don't need that, especially in the beginning. Until you get $1,000 coming in, you don't need to touch it, right? It's there. You have everything there. You can customize it however you want. If you go now to this appearance part, yes, you can here customize. You can add the logo. Don't have a logo, you can request design. You can change things here. And we are going to add more and more features. We are going to add layouts. We are going to add multiple checkout layouts. We are going to add page builders, autoresponders, all kinds of different things. But please don't make that to stop you from selling today, because unless you're going to get 50 to 100 orders every single day, boom, nothing will happen. Nothing matters. Right? All right. So That's pretty much it when it comes to the framework. So now we can go to the next part, which is 7 stores you should build within the next 12 months to have 6-figure recurring income business online. Do you want to know this? Let me know in the chat box while I'm getting a glass of water here. Is this exciting training? Let me know in the chat box. Is this exciting training? Absolutely. When it comes to building the store, I showed you everything. I showed you Marketing Hub. I showed you how quickly it is to build an Abandonment Lab campaign, how quickly it is to set up an upsell, how quickly it is to enable Signify. And there are more exciting tools coming out. There will be Justify tool shortly. There will be another one-click upsell. And by the way, to double it up is one-click upsell. So you will make more money immediately, right away. That's how powerful it is. All right. So let's dive into this. So this strategy and this, what I will share with you right now, it has allowed some of our students to go from 0 to multiple 5 figures within a few weeks. And they have done it with just one product. Can you imagine? One product. One product, not hundreds of products, not thousands of products, one product. Here are the results. $19,304.73 in 30 days. Watch the screen. Another one product. This was one product. $41,166.10 in 30 days. One product. And they even didn't have an upsell lab back then. Another one, $18,025.94 in 30 days. One product. Now, what's common between these stores that got results? What's common? All right. They all represent a 30-day period, right? Correct? They all represent a 30-day period. They all have done over 5 figures. Anything else? Look at this again. $19,304.73 in 30 days. $41,166.10 in 30 days. One product. $18,025.94 in 30 days. One product. So what's the secret? Yeah, they all have one product. They all have made more than 5 figures. Yes. Look, for over the past 12 months, I had this unique privilege to see the data of over 1,000 members who are already using our methods and Instant Ecom Store. And I have noticed that most sales are generated 15 to 45 days prior a special event. Read this again. 15 to 45 days prior a special event. I'm pausing right now because this is going to be shocking. Larry, you are on it. Here are the events. No rocket science, guys. January 16, Martin Luther King's Day. February 14, Valentine's Day. April 16, Easter. May 14, Mother's Day. May 29, Memorial Day. June 18, Father's Day. July 4th, Independence Day. September 4th, Labor Day. October 31st, Halloween. November 23, Thanksgiving Day. November 24, Black Friday. November 27, Cyber Monday. December 25, Christmas. Voila. Results. 19,309 $4.73 in 30 days, Labor Day. Results, $41,166.10 in 30 days. Guess what? November 23, Thanksgiving Day. November 24, Black Friday. November 27, Cyber Monday. December 25th, Christmas. That was the store. Valentine's Day. The opportunity for you is event-based stores. That's where you are going to make ton and ton of money. Not right away, not get quick rich, not any of those ways. But if you will put in the effort to build these 7 stores that I'm going to show you right now, and 1 store needs to be started today, literally right now, because you are on it immediately, you are going to make ton and ton and ton of money. Those stores are Valentine's Day, January, February. You will make money in January and February. Mother's Day, Father's Day. You are going to make money in April, May, June. Independence Day. You're going to make money in May and June. Labor Day store, August, September. This is the store you must start right now. It will make you money in August and September. Halloween themed store, September, October. Thanksgiving, October, November. Christmas, November, December. Guys, if you don't see opportunity with this, it's hard to imagine anything else that can excite you further. Because, for example, Labor Day, this is coming up. This is right now. It needs to be done right now. And guess what? All stores will make you money on Black Friday and Cyber Monday. You basically will have Christmas for about 2 months. November and December, you will have Christmas because all 7 stores is going to make you kill it. And the process will be repeatable every single year. No exception. Every single year. Let me show you something. Do you want to see something even more powerful? Look at this one. You know what was this store? This store was a case study store that we did in our coaching program. Last year, when we started the coaching program, we did a case study store in front of the live audience with everybody attending and seeing, the store, the Facebook ad account, exactly the image, exactly the product. And look at this. It made nearly $20,000 in 30 days. And it was because of the Labor Day. It was because of the Labor Day. That's why it made so much money in that particular period. And we built that in front of the audience. We built that in front of the live audience. We showed everybody this. All right? All right. So let's give exclusive bonus offer to 10 action takers only. All right? And then we will go to the Q&A. I will just run quickly through it. I have done the content part, but I want to give an opportunity to 10 people who are attending today, who are hesitant or whatever. I just want to give you the opportunity to get in on a big level. So what are these bonuses? These bonuses are very simple. You get done for you e-com branding pack, which is $497 value. My team is going to design a custom logo for 3 of your e-commerce stores. We are going to design a custom Facebook avatar and Facebook cover images for 3 of your Facebook pages. We are going to design a high converting Facebook open graph image for 3 of your stores. And the bonus number 2 is project automation program. That's $497 value. And it's basically a recording of 4-week coaching program on how to use automation to build a 4-figure per week business from scratch. It includes checklist videos and exclusive tutorials. And it includes 2 done for you list building funnels. And there is much more. And the way how you can claim these bonuses is if you join or upgrade your membership to Instant Ecom Store VIP, which is the most complete business building system available today. So if you have Instant Ecom Store, or you might whatever license you have, then this is an opportunity to upgrade to either monthly or annual subscription. So you can unlock the Marketing Hub. You can get extra licenses for your stores. And most importantly, if you struggle to sell and if you don't know how to market to really make money, then Accelerated Ecom System is the program that we built from the ground up. There is enormous amount of training in there, just about any topic you can imagine, and you can get access to that as well. And there is ongoing training. For example, yesterday was the webinar inside of the Accelerated Ecom System. So VIP members have access to that. They can attend all the webinars and so on and so forth. And also you get Ecom Masters Mastermind, which is direct daily access to me via Slack, which is going to be basically the only place where I'm going to respond personally. That's pretty much it. So let me preview the VIP inside real quick, and then I will give you the link and the offer and everything else. So just to give you an insight, so when you go inside of the DashNex, here's the Accelerated Ecom program, right? And if you go inside that program, so you can see all the training here, and I want to show you the core training. This core training is where you're going to learn about that Labor Day store, which was built from ground up, step by step, in front of the live audience. We didn't know whether it's going to succeed or fail. We just based our strategies from scratch, and we just put our heads together and build the store in front of the live audience. And we made $20,000 in 30 days in front of the live audience when every single person was literally copying that store like crazy. We still were able to make $20,000 with that store. And you are going to learn about this in this core training. Another part is coaching, right? Coaching, there is extensive library of coaching sessions that we have done. We have done 28. We have done actually 29 because yesterday was the 29th session and it's going to be available here in the members area. And again, this is just an enormous amount of training about every topic you have. And then extra training here. Then extra bonuses like outsourcing mechanics, Ecom edition, and Panda Store case study. And then also access to the Ecom Masters Mastermind on Slack. This is where you can ask me questions every single day, and I'll answer them every single day. On top of that, this VIP program is give you access to the Marketing Hub. So the Marketing Hub here, which is where you can set up these three tools: Abandonment Lab, Upsell Lab, Conversion Lab. Also in the VIP package, you will get all the upgrades. So all the new features that we are going to add in the Upsell Lab, in the Marketing Hub, like Justify, like Wicked ROI, more upsell types. All of this is going to be available here because obviously VIP members are those members that help us to build the system much faster. Right? You're supporting us, and that's why we are putting the effort in. And also you will get access to the user manager, so you can give access to your team members and stuff like that, so they can help you to manage the store and fulfill the orders and add products and things like that, right? So that's a quick preview of the VIP. And just so you understand, this is a no joke program. I have invested over $700,000 in this program. There are 20 people every single day working flat out on this. So it's really, really, really powerful stuff. And yeah, so you basically get everything. You basically get everything with all the upgrades, and you get also extra 25 licenses. So you'll be able to build 25 more stores in there, right? So here's the deal. For the first 10 people who joins or upgrades the account to Instant Ecom Store VIP with the annual option. So there are two options, monthly option or annual option. So with the annual option, in addition to everything you already have, you will get these extra bonuses. And let me fire up the offer for you so you can see that. So now I'm going to display the offer. It should be available, and you can click the link and go there. So we have 10 units there right now available. Now, if you are part of the Accelerated Ecom program already, you have everything already. So you don't need to worry about that. If you are in the VIP monthly, you want to upgrade to yearly, you can do this right now. So what we are going to do, we are going to refund the last month of your monthly payment. And so you will have now annual subscription. So you can do that now, but make sure you do it before this webinar is over because there is only 10. And finally, if you are on sidelines and you watch this webinar or you watch the replay and you didn't join, then this is an opportunity for you to jump in straight on the VIP, so you get access to everything. You will have 25 stores with all the options, you know, all that. The 50 spots that you see on the page when you go on the page is actually for the monthly and yearly combined. The bonus is actually, this is only for the yearly option, right? This is only for the yearly option. So once you join, I see right now what we have here. We have here Orlando just joined. So let me, yeah, he just joined right now. So Orlando is already in, which is awesome. So what I'm going to do now, you can join right now, but I'm going to go to the Q&A, and actually I'm going to display the camera here so you can see me. All right. Still alive here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to answer the questions right now. So whatever you have, type in the question box. So make sure you use the questions side on the chat. So I know that those are questions and I can answer them, right? Shirley is asking, to discover step using Shopify search, how can we tell if those stores are actually making money? This is the part of the discovery process, right? Because as I said, if you will visit those stores and you are going to basically, they are going to start to remarket you with ads, right? They are going to do a retargeting campaign. So when they do the retargeting campaign, you will essentially see what kind of products they are pushing to you, right? Because they are going to push the products that are most successful. And then you will be able to validate using the method that I shared during the video. You'll be able to validate whether it's actually selling or not. That's how you basically do that. Yeah, the Like Commenter is a Chrome extension. It should be available inside of your DashNex Connect account. So let me show you this. So if you go inside DashNex, let me just quickly show you this. Like Commenter. Here's the Like Commenter Chrome extension. You go inside there. This is there is a tutorial. There's a download link. If you don't have that, please just email support and we are going to give it to you. No problem at all. Yeah, it's part of the VIP. It's automatically going to be added, but we are going to give you anyway because it's just an extension. And it's really just to help our customers or subscribers. If you are on this webinar, you are a subscriber on my email list. So I admire you still, even if you are not in a VIP program. Obviously, those who are in VIP program, they are helping me to build the system faster because I invest all the money that I make. I invest in the platform to make it better. All right, Wesley is asking, how do you calculate the shipping costs? The simplest solution here is this. Right now, we don't have integrations with the shipping companies. Sorry, we don't have integrations with the shipping companies, right? So all of this is really a manual process, right? So all of this is really a manual process. So you figure out what's the margin, what's the margin you want to put on top of the selling price. And there are, as you know, there are multiple, selling models, right? And let me just type this in, or I will share this later on with when I will switch the screens. But basically, you have two options how you can sell products. You can sell products with the model, which is free plus shipping. So you basically charge nothing up front and you just charge more for the shipping. And that's how you can sell it. And in other ways, how you can sell it, you can balance the front end offer. So the front end offer could be exactly the same amount that you have, for example, on AliExpress. You might not make a profit at all from that, but you can then charge for the shipping, and the shipping is actually your profit, right? So there are those kind of possibilities how you can do it. Please type in the questions part, because then it will be easier for me to see. Herbert is asking, when someone orders, what are the exact steps to getting my orders to the customers, right? We have order fulfillment, I believe, process on the video, just like everything. So if you go to documentation portal here, and I really highly recommend to use documentation portal. This is a self-help stuff that can help you really to get through this. So you go to Xamator, and you, for example, you can see order fulfillment with Xamator CE or order tracking with Xamator. So watching these two tutorials will give you a full picture immediately of what's exactly happening, right? Actually, you don't see what I'm sharing. So I'm actually, let me switch my camera off and let me share my screen. So right now, off. So you can go here and just search, fulfillment, and you will see all the things that comes up, right? I can't type, you see. See, order statuses, push product to the store, all of this is covered. How do you research Labor Day product? Terry is asking. We have a training about it in the VIP section, basically. but the same process, the same discovery process. You ask yourself, what people care about on the Labor Day, and that's how you build everything up, step by step. All right, let me check quickly whether the delivery is happening for people who are joining. Just want to check. All right, let's see. We have a few people jumping in. All right, we have Erin is in, Russ is in, and William is in. All right, cool. So let me just adjust this. So we have... Yeah, Henry, you are VIP. If you bought Accelerate Ecom program, absolutely, you are in already. Yes, Carlos, the Accelerate Ecom is the same as VIP. Rob, yes, your product suppliers are hidden from the customers, absolutely. Joe, you can't use it on your own hosting account because this is a hosted platform. Right? Just like Shopify also is a hosted platform. So you don't need to mess around with hosting. Again, you don't need that configuration and setup. You don't need that. But you can sell definitely your own products. Absolutely. Any physical product you can sell. Later this year, we are going to add digital products as well. Right now, it's just, physical products. Wesley, I think I answered that. Don, if you are in Accelerate Ecom program, you are already all set, so you don't need to worry about it. So those who are not, Patrick, I don't know if you are a VIP. Please just, email to my support, and that's going to, check it. But basically, if you see inside of the DashNex Connect, if you see Accelerate Ecom program here, then that means that you are in for the VIP. Amelia is saying your simplicity, clarity are rare. Thank you. Thank you very much. Shirley is asking, is there any aspect of IES right now that is superior to Shopify? Yes, mobile store, 100%. Mobile store is 80% of sales happens on mobile. 80% of sales happens on mobile, right? And we have better mobile store. Blog feature, we are going to probably build next year. We will definitely build it, that's for sure, but not right now. If you sign up for the, I don't see your name. Your name is CH. I don't see your full name. If you, if you sign up for the yearly option, you will have a yearly option, and that gives you access to myself. That gives you access to the training. That gives you access to the Marketing Hub. So, because Marketing Hub are actually resources that are really powerful. Like we are not, like we are sending emails from our account, right? So you don't need to even set up autoresponder or anything like that for the Abandonment Lab campaign, right? We don't have limits, and something similar costs $500 on Shopify application for the month if we talk about Upsell Lab. Someone is asking, can we set up our own domain name? Yes, absolutely. We have extensive tutorial about that as well on here on the documentation portal. SSL, type in that, custom domain with SSL, step by step. You can just follow the steps and set it up. All right. Thank you, Janet. Jean is asking, if I want to sell a product that comes from my GearBubble account, what's the best way to fulfill the order? I don't know if if GearBubble allows you to upload CSV file, because when it comes to orders, you have actually option to, let's just go to stores here, and you have the option to export orders, right? So if we go to Peer select, and if you go to orders, there is an export feature, right? You can export dates from, to, and you can choose whichever you want format, and you can just export this and import that in any fulfillment system pretty much, right? So if they allow that, then you can do it. Yeah, and the biggest difference between selling on GearBubble and selling here is that in here, you are building your own brand, your own store that becomes an asset that you can later sell. But on GearBubble, you are basically building the GearBubble brand, right? That's their brand, basically. That's the biggest difference, right? So yeah, just yeah, regarding someone is asking, I apologize for not looking for answers on a few things yet, but I'm wondering, what about promoting links through other avenues besides Facebook? Yes, as I mentioned, through the selling part here today, I think it was here, you can use any traffic source, whichever you want. There's no limit. Yes, Richard, you can get a like commiter even if you are not a VIP member. That's certainly not the reason why you should join VIP program if that's for the like commiter. All right, so let's go for 5 more minutes, and just make sure you click the link, go to the page, check out the offer. I see more people are joining now, so just want to make sure that everyone gets in. Yep. Yeah, so we appreciate, and I'm actually going to launch a VIP Academy real soon, which is going to be another edition of the training, brand new training, more focused on those 7 stores. And every single VIP member is going to get the training, obviously. Yeah, as I said, VIP members are helping us to get things done faster. So we appreciate you a lot. Stuart is asking, how do you set up a Facebook page for a generic site like Peer's Collections? Isn't this for niches? No, it's just you go and set it up, because most people are not going to look at the Facebook page itself. They just see the avatar and that's it. Herbert, if you don't have PayPal, you can become a VIP via credit card. There is an option to pay via credit card as well, I believe. I think it's there. Yes, Jean, you can get the design service. You can get the design service. And if you are, Jean, if you are a yearly member, VIP member, just email me. Basically, email me to peter.vip@petergarrity.com. And if you are an annual member, then yeah, then I will give you the bonus. No problem. All right, so a few more minutes. Just let me know any question you have. I'm here to help you. So as I said, you have to focus on these 3 principles. These principles are what's going to set you up for success. And it doesn't matter who you are, where you come from. It doesn't matter how much money you have made before. And remember, I shared in the beginning the poll results. Yeah. Fred, just click on the offer in the chat box, and you will be taken to the page, and you will see the yearly price. It's $597 per year, and that's for 25 licenses. That's for Marketing Hub, and there is all the details available. Don't worry about the replay. Replay will be sent automatically to you. The system will send it automatically. So there's no links or anything like that, but it's going to send you out automatically. Victoria is asking, so we have to go to AliExpress, flash deals, collections to start searching for products. You don't have to do that, but that's one of the sources, as I mentioned here, where you can start discovery process from. Right? This is where you can start the process from, right? Every single product, including the Lycometer, is available through your DashNex Connect account. If you don't have an account, set it up. But obviously, if you are not a VIP member, you won't see it. So you have to email our support and ask for it, and we are going to give it to you. And hey, I understand what most people think. I know this. Most people think this store, he built this store. Okay, it's nice, but it doesn't look shiny, right? It doesn't look like this incredible theme store or something like that, right? And that's where, people stop, right? The truth is that the labor store that last year made 5 figures within 30 days, nobody changed even the header color or footer color or anything. And half of the features that you currently have in Instant Ecom Store wasn't available back then. But the store made 5 figures in front of the live audience, in front of more than 1,000 people, right? And in mobile, nobody cares about the themes or anything like that. Nobody. Fred, yeah, absolutely. You can switch to yearly. Simply go right now, purchase the yearly license and email support, and we will just refund you the last month, the monthly price. Because we need to do this mobile, so you don't get to all the refunder list and all that. So just purchase the license for the yearly now, and then email to support, or just go to support. Support is on every single page. Here you click, and you can start conversation immediately here, right? You click on this, and you can start new conversation. Type in, and we will get back to you right away, right? Or go to Help Center here or here, but we will get back to you. When using our own domain, can we use a subdomain such as store? Yeah, you can use subdomain definitely with your own domain. Yes, Fred. If you will switch to the yearly, we will stop the monthly billing, and you will save actually a lot of money on the yearly as well. Hart, no problem. Just email support, and we will give it to you. PayPal, I think, let me check real quick. Does it require only PayPal? Let me just check. Just 1 second. I will just check it quickly. No, you can actually use both. You can do either PayPal or credit card. All right, Fred, done deal. Awesome. Just yeah, email immediately. Just hit the support, and we will take care of that within 24 hours. You'll be all set. You won't have more monthly charges. Yeah. Tony, is that 2 people already in the shopping cart, or was that you? It was me. It was me, and it was someone else probably. Yeah, here's someone else from the mobile phone who just probably is on this call and checking out. That's it. Herbert, you can become a VIP member by clicking on the offer that you see, and yeah, just join right now. Yes, CH, it will work. If you will set up the subdomain, if you will set up a custom domain the way how we recommend, you will have all your MX records. You can keep everything. Thank you, Fred, for switching. So let's see, we have a few more left. So all right. We are nearly 2 hours so now. If you have some questions, just type them in. But basically, as I said, with the VIP, as a VIP, you get the Marketing Hub, and Marketing Hub is incredible. Like Abundament Lab, this is like the campaign builder. It's a state-of-art campaign builder, right? And it's just incredible what it can do, right? We have all these templates already built in, so you can build the entire campaign from scratch, literally, right? And then, as I said, you can add the timer, for example, like this. Here's the timer as I showed you before. You can add the promo codes. Here's the promo codes, and you can then, for example, select the promo code, whichever you want. Big discount. You can select this one, apply, and and there is a lot of customization options. Like we have a proper builder here. Yeah, so all is that. Scott, yeah, if you have accelerated ecom in DashNex, that means you are a VIP already, so you don't need to worry about it. So if you go to DashNex and you find out that you have accelerated ecom here, which is the coaching program, the coaching system, that means you are all set. Yeah, the webinar VIP promo offer, the bonus itself is only for the annual. So people who subscribe for the annual, yes. Because then I know you are 100% committed. Then I know that you are 100% committed to build your business, to execute the strategy, to follow along, to interact with me. I know that you are committed. Monthly, that doesn't mean that, because that means, you will try it out. If it's not going to make you money immediately, you will just switch to something else. And I have seen that too often, right? So that's why we give these powerful extra bonuses to the yearly people, because that helps us. And also it helps you, because you have a commitment. You have set commitment. Okay, I'm going to build this business. I'm going to execute and follow the strategy. And that's really the key here, right? If you want to make money, if you want to get results, that's really, really the key here, right? All right, so if you are joining right now, let me know in the chat box immediately. We are going to wrap this up. Yeah, just as I said, Marketing Hub, a lot of other things. Today, for example, we did a release and we created a featured product section. So now we can make products featured with just one click. You can make product featured like this, right? And it's going to be displayed on the page differently. So yeah, monthly, Jade. We get actually paid more, obviously. And all is fine because every single VIP member is good. It helps us, right? It helps us a lot. But the bonuses that I'm talking about here, I can give only to those who are committing for the yearly. Right? That's the only difference. Otherwise, both are offers the same, right? The offer that you see on the page when you click the button in your chat box, it's the same, right? That's it. Fred, no, you don't need to download anything. You can just email my support about that, and we will take care of it. We will just take care of it. All right. I will check your account as well once I'm done with the webinar here. Richard is saying, Peter, thank you so much for offering such an awesome e-com selling platform at such a reasonable price. Definitely worth its weight in gold. Thank you. Thank you. It means a lot to me. And the entire team, we are 20 people working every single day. That's what we do. We don't have anything else we focus on. We just focus on building the platform, making it better, improving it, getting really results for our customers and people who are using the platform actively. And as I said, there are more and more features coming in. For example, today we added the menu. Here's the menu as well. And we are going to add more and more things that will become more and more effective, but obviously there will be a point when, the price is going to go up or things will change because obviously the platform is getting closer and closer to literally have everything that any other platform has. It already has much more, like mobile dedicated store. There's no other platform that provides mobile dedicated store. They provide responsive design and they sell you responsive as something awesome. It's not really awesome because responsive doesn't work as effectively as dedicated. Like we have designed the entire checkout experience different on mobile devices than it is on desktop devices. And it works really, really well. It works really, really well. So I guess this is pretty much it. I want to close out the webinar with this, and I want to, say big thank you to everyone who attended today. And if you are watching the replay, I hope you are going to join for the VIP offer and become the VIP customer. So we can work even more together. And as I said, I'm available inside just to give you here an overview. So here's everything that comes into the VIP program. Whether you join for the yearly or you join for the monthly, both will have everything that you see here on the screen. Both will have everything in there, including the Marketing Hub and User Manager, which are very powerful programs on its own. Yeah, and make sure you start to build your 7 stores because you can literally make, 6 figures securing every year. These stores are very powerful because, every year there will be the same events, so you can repeat the cycle every year with no extra work whatsoever. And they are, yeah, they are going to be, very powerful and effective cash machines for you, right? Yeah, Fred, regarding the event, live event, I have not decided yet exactly when the event is going to take place. Looks like we have either Amsterdam or London right now. New York can catch up. I don't mind to any of these. Probably it's going to be in September, somewhere in September. I will take the time to really prepare for it. But this is something I really want to do. You know, I want to organize these live masterminds as well, and help more people to really get results. You know, I'm all about helping you to get results and making sure that you don't waste time on things that I was wasting time on when I started my business online. So with that being said, I hope you will join the VIP. I hope I will meet you inside of the mastermind on Slack. And yeah, thank you. You know, thank you for being here today or watching the replay. And if you have some questions, you can email me to peter.vap@petergarrity.com. If you have some questions about the VIP program. And yeah, and use also all the tools available, including the support, including the documentation portal to build your business. So thank you for being here. That's it. I'm closing down. See you soon. Bye for now.